Hi friends, welcome back to the session. So last session we learned about concept of constraints and we gained good knowledge how to solve problems in a fingertips. It all depends upon what is a master and what is a child instance. And now in this session we are going to learn about group functions along with the select clause, from clause, where, group by, having and order by clauses. So, what is the topic? The topic is data retrieval language, and we are also going to do group functions in that. Okay, friends. So, what is exactly the concept of group functions? As far as functions concern, two types are there. One is single row functions and the other one group functions. Group functions, also known as aggregate functions, and group functions also known as multi-row functions. So what is the difference between single row and a group? So the meaning of single row function is nothing but, I say, this is assume your database consists of record 1 and record 2 and row 3. If I am performing here single row function onto this database, then what is going to happen? It performs on all the rows which are available in the table, and you are going to get one result set for every input row. So therefore you are going to get, this is output 1 and this is output 2 and this is what? Output 3. This is how the single row function, that means for every input row there is one output will come. So what are the different examples of single row functions, like a length, like concat, like a lower, like a upper, and like a substring, and like in string, and so many are there. There are so many functions which are used for single row consideration. And we don't mind, as far as our syllabus concern, our concentration is group functions. What are the group functions? As I told you, if you execute your multi-row function is nothing but group function on a table like this, that record 1 and record 2 and record 3, and they are being manipulated like this. For all the group of rows, you are going to get only one output only. This is the specialty of grouping. Grouping is nothing but aggregation is being done. So there are some important functions like we have count asterisk and count function and min function and max function and average function and sum function. These are the important group functions, right? And there are some rules are there for group function. What is the rule? One is column cannot use with a group function. Column cannot use with a group function. And second rule is that any number of group functions can be used. And rule number 3 is that, as I told you in the previous example, that group function ignores what? Ignores what? Nulls. It never take into consideration null values. Okay friends, now we will see how the different examples are been there. First you copy and try to understand the simple logic. Single row function executes on every row and try to give you outputs for every row, whereas group function executes on a group of rows, it gives you only one output. And the different rules I told you, a column cannot use with the group function, and any number of group function can be used. Rule number 3, group function ignores nulls. And one more we can also add, what is that? Single row function cannot use with a group function. Single row function cannot use with the group function. Okay friends, just copy up to this. Well friends, now let us see different examples on group functions. I say, for example, there is a table of R which consists of AB. I say 10B1 and 20B2 and 30 in null. Okay friends, simple examples I will form. Select count star, comma count of A, comma count of B from R. You can use any number of multi-row functions at a time. So what is your output? You will get count star and count of A and count of B. Okay, count star is all the rows 3. Count A means 3 rows are there. Count of B, you observe carefully, value, value, but no value for this. As I told you, group function ignores what? Nulls. So you are going to get S2. And another example, if I am take on this database once again, so select min of A, comma, max of A, comma, sum of A from R. So therefore, your output would be minimum of R here and maximum of A here and sum of A here. So therefore, min of A from R is equal to 10, max of A is equal to 30, and I say sum of A is almost all 60. So this is how the group functions are being used. Okay. And if I am saying, for example, select A comma sum of A from R, it will give you an error as I told you. Why? Column cannot use with what? Group function. That's why it is a what? An error. But there is exception. You can make use of this if you are using what? Group by clause. So to make this query as valid, we must use what? Group by clause. Then it is true for us. Okay friends, just up to this you copy. Now further topics we would like to discuss based on one database. I will provide you employee database and department database. Based on database only we are able to solve the queries. Okay friends, copy up to this. So well friends, so what is the database I would like to use here? So one is employee and the other one is department. So this is our employee database. Consists of employee number, an employee name, employee job and salary, commission, department number. Okay. Now E1, E2, E3, E4, E5, E6, E7, E8. and name is A B C D E F G and H. Job is clerk, manager, again a clerk and a manager, salesman, president, clerk. These are the jobs. And salary 500, 600, 500, 700, 800, 900, 1000, 1100. 100 null, 200 null, 100, 200 and null. So 10, 20, 10, 20, 30, 20, 30 and 10. And I am also using a department table which consists of department number and department name. So 10 and 20, this is sales, this is accounts, and 30 is operations. So this is a primary key and this is a foreign key. Now observe, friends, we able to do now select. Data retrieval language means the very famous command that is called what? DRL. DRL is nothing but which command? Select only. So what is the syntax of select? Select star, all, unique, distinct, column, expression. Anything can be used. And now we have from clause, object you have to specify, and where clause, and group by clause, and having clause, and order by clause. In order by we have ASC and DSC. So this is the syntax of data retrieval language. The very famous command is called select. Okay, friends. First you copy up to this, then we execute the queries concept. Yeah, well, friends, I hope so. You got copied the database as well as the syntax of select. Now we are going to execute examples based on select keyword. So the example one is like this. I say select asterisk from EMP. I can take this as a employee instance. So how many columns we will get? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How many rows we will get? Since we are using star now, we are going to get all the rows. That is 8 rows we are going to get. Now, what is the second example? If I say select DNO from EMP, and how many columns we are going to get? Only 1. And how many rows we are going to get? It's altogether what? 8. Okay, friends. If I say, for example, select distinct of DNO from EMP. So here also we are going to get output. What is the output we are going to get? Distinct of DNO we are going to get. And see that how many distinct department numbers are there in the DNO column. There are 3, that is 10 and 20 and 30. Okay. And another example, if I provide like this, so select salary plus 100 from your EMP table. And what is the output? The output will be first row 600 because plus 100 is added, then 700, then 600, then 800, then 900, and so on. At last is what? 1200. Okay, friend, these are the very basic queries where you can use select statement. Okay, up to this you copy. Yeah. See, friends, now let us implement other clauses like I say select commission from EMP table. So the output is all 8 rows we are going to get. And another example, if I am taking like this, that select distinct of commission from EMP, then we are going to get distinct of commission. There are few distinct of commissions are there, 100 and 200, anything else? No. And finally null value. Null is also being considered as one distinct. Okay friends, now we are going to see the concept of operators. So as far as SQL concerned, supports the following operators like arithmetic, plus, minus, star and by, and it supports relational, less than, greater than, less than is equal to, greater than is equal to. Now we have logical, and, or, and not. We have SQL operators like in, between, and like. Apart from that, we also have another category that is called null operators. The null operators, you know, that is what is null and is not null. Now we are able to write the queries based on operators, friends. Okay, copy. Okay friends, now you see, now I am going to use filter clause. So your filter clause is nothing but where clause only. Okay, so how it is going to filter the data? Just we will go through few queries. I say for example, select asterisk from EMP where DNO equal to 10. So this will give you 8 rows. These 8 rows are being executed on the filtering where department number is equal to 10. So we understand 1, 2, 3. There are 3 employees who are working in department number 10. So we are going to that. Our output is equal to E1 and E3 and E7. 3 rows we are going to get. If I am taking another query such a way, select asterisk from EMP where sal greater than 800. Now this time the filtering is based on salary column. There are 3 guys who are having a greater than 800 salary, that is E6, E7 and E8. So I can also go for few queries like this. Select star from EMP where commission is null. So now you tell me commission not earning employees. So 1, 2 and 3 and 4 rows will come. Who are they? E2, E3, E5 and E8. And another query if I ask, so select asterisk from EMP where sal not equal to 600. So the output is, so there is one guy who is getting only 600, rest of them are all not equal, so therefore we are going to get 7 rows. Okay friends, copy these queries. Okay friends, now let us implement other operators based on where clause. Now this example is telling you like this. Select asterisk from EMP. This time I am going to use multiple conditions where sal greater than 500 and department number is equal to 20. So you know that end operator is nothing but both conditions are true, then only the query is going to give result set. So as per as that, what do we understand? You see that all the 8 rows are salaries are greater than 500, or how many are greater than 500? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 rows are greater than 500. And you see those rows department number is equal to 20 or not. 2 conditions you have to check. So greater than 500, this guy, his department number is 20, so he will come. And greater than 500, this guy is also belongs to 20, he will come. E4. So greater than 500, this guy and his department number is 30, he will not come, and he will come, the E6. So any other, there are no other guys even though their salary is greater than 500 since their department numbers is equal to 10. So you will get only 3 rows output. If I say select asterisk from EMP where sal greater than 500 or DNO equal to 20. Now, what is the output of this query? OR operator means either of the query or either of the condition can be executed. That means this query goes once with greater than 500 and this query goes once with department number is equal to 20. So where sal greater than 500, if you observe the list, who are there? E2 and E4 and 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay friends, plus or is nothing but plus only. You tell me the guys who are belongs to department number 20. So E2, E4, E6. Now you see, remove the common rows which are occurred by both the sets. So who are common? E2 is common, E4 is common, and E6 is common. So therefore how many tuples you are going to get? 6 rows. Understand friends, this is how you have to use OR clause. If I am using another one, select asterisk from EMP where DNO in 10, 20. So this time I am using in operator. In operator is going to check with other rows whether this department number is in this list or not. Department number is in this list or not. So what is the output? You check. First employee number is, so first department number is 10. So is 10 is available in this list. So E1 will come. So second guy's department number is 20, is in this list. So E2 will come. Then E3 also will come, E4 will come. See E5 department number is how much? 30. The 30 is not in this list, not in 10 and as well as not in, so he is not going to come. So E6 will come. Then who else? E7 also will come. So these are the output rows of that. If I am saying for example, select asterisk from EMP where DNO not in 10. Not in 10 means you will get other departments apart from 10. So who are those guys? So 1, 2, 3. 3 employees are who are working in 10. Apart from that, it is going to give you. So E2 and E4 and E5 and E6 and E8. So these are the guys who are not belongs to 10 department. This is how you can use a not clause. Okay, copy up to this. Well friends, so you got copied. Before copying, please observe that output of every query, because I am using filter clause with different kinds of operators. Now let me give you another example. The example is like this. I say select a asterisk from EMP where DNO in 10, 20. This is a query 1. Now my another query is select asterisk from EMP where DNO equal to 10 or DNO equal to 20. Now you tell me friends, is query 1 equal to query 2? True or false? The answer is obviously what? Yes, it is true. Why it is true? Every employee's department number is either 10 or 20 we are checking. Here also we are checking either 10 or 20 we are checking. So if I write another query here in different way, this is the query 1. So select star from EMP where DNO not in 10, 20. Okay. And query 2, if you observe, so select asterisk from EMP where DNO not equal to 10 or DNO not equal to 20. Now my question is Q1 equals to Q2? Simple to identify. Not in 10, 20 means what? The solution is not in 10, 20 means other than 10, 20. So other than 20 means what? As far as our database concerned, E5 belongs to 30 and E8 belongs to 30. So you will get E5 and E8. Now if you look at select star from EMP where DNO not equal to 10 or DNO not equal to 20. Now let us execute first condition where DNO not equal to 10. Who are not equal to 10? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows. So let us write DNO not equal to 10. That is E2 and E4 and E6 and E8 and E5. Okay friends, plus OR operator na, where DNO not equals to 20, you tell me. Not equals to 20 means what? Other than 20. Who are they? E1, then E3, then E5, then E7 and E8. So E1 and E3, then E5, then E7 and E8. Now take out the common among them. E5 is there in this list and E8 is in their list. So therefore, what is your answer? Final answer is what? E1, E2, E3, E4, E5, E6, E7. So 3 and 2, 5, 5 and 2, 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now you tell me friends, it is giving how many? Only 2 rows. It is giving so many rows. So is Q1 equal to Q2? I will say no. Why? Result is different. Here Q1 is equal to Q2. Yes, I will say yes. Why? Because both the results are same only. Okay, copy this. Well, friends, now let us see another flavor of queries based on select and where clause. Now, if I say select asterisk from EMP, this is a query 1, where sal greater than 500 greater than is equal to 500 and sal less than is equal to 800. This is query 1. And query 2, select asterisk from EMP where sal between 500 and 800 is asking is Q1 equal to Q2. Is it yes or no? Here salary greater than is equal to 500 and salary less than is equal to 800. And the next query is salary in between 500 and 800 is Q1 is equal to Q2. I will say yes. Why? Because between and operator is inclusive operator. So what is the meaning of inclusive operator? It considers lower bound value as well as upper bound values. So therefore the outcome of both the queries are being same. So if I am saying select asterisk from EMP where ename like A. So who are going to come? The output is the name which starts with the word A. So therefore you are going to get E1. And the other example is if I say select star from EMP where ename not like A. Then we are going to get output all your rest of the 7 rows. So, well friends, now we have completed successfully the filter clause with the help of select clause. In the next session, we will go ahead with the group by clause. Thank you very much. Stay tuned to us.